Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Welcome back to the session. Today, we are doing the book session. So far, we have covered right around 9 chapters of the book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. Today, we'll go through the chapter 10 and 11. These are small chapters, so we'll cover whatever the key points the author wants to convey. So let me share the slides. So those who joined for the first time today, the book we are discussing is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Chapter 10, Open the Door to Your Creative State. In this chapter, the author talks about the techniques that we can practice to move into the beneficiary brainwave states. So let's understand more about it. So in the early days of his career, the author used to teach about the hypnosis and self-hypnosis also. So in that, one of the important technique is induction. So meditation and self-hypnosis helps us to go deeper into the brainwave states. Most of the time, our body, when we are in stressful states, we are in the high beta state. These techniques will help us to move into the alpha or delta, which is relaxing and calm and healing states, right? So here he says induction helps us to move into the beneficiary brainwave states that helps into meditation. And before meditation, if we practice this will help us, to go deeper into the meditative state. So he asks us to practice this daily, whatever time you can. But here he mentions minimum to do it 20 minutes at the beginning of the meditation. But you can start slowly with few minutes and then gradually increase, right? So he asks, do not rush, build comfort and familiarity. And the main goal is to stay present, be in the present moment. And some of the preparation, the normal preparation is, we all know, right? To sit in a silent place, close our eyes, and switch our cell phone. These are some of the preparation we do normally do when we sit for meditation. Apart from this, he asks few more. That is, sit upright, close your eyes, reduce sensory input. That means we always do, right? Closing our eyes and going inward, not outward. Using our senses also to go inward. And relax, surrender, and be patient. Shift from thinking to sensing. So we'll understand what is this induction process, that is being aware of each and body part. So normally our mind always be in the state of thinking, right? We think something. But here he asks us to, instead of thinking, focus or pay attention on sensing each and every part of the body. So the induction technique, he mentioned few of the techniques. One is body part induction and second one is waterfall induction. So we'll talk more about the body part here. So here he says, the method is less important, but the most important is the awareness shift. You can practice any technique that you know, right? Moving from beta to relaxed alpha states. So he asks us to slowly focus from the head to toe, right? Slowly, one after the other. First, you can focus on your head, then your eyes, nose, then your arms, then come down to your chest, your stomach, your knees, leg, slowly one after the other. Just focus on each and every part of the body. And feel the sensation. What did you feel at that time? How you feel, right? Sense each and every part of your body. Sense position, weight, and space. Expand awareness to the whole room. Once you are completing till your toe or feet, then he asks us to sense the space around you. And then the entire room. Just like closing your eyes, not opening your eyes, just feel, what you can feel around you. How do you feel? What type of sensation you get? what intuition you are feeling at the time. Just observe. So when we do this, then what happens slowly? Initially, we start from the body and then we are sensing the space and environment around us. So we are moving from I am the body to I am the awareness. Most of the time, we are always attached with the body. But slowly, when we start observing this, then we are moving into the actual awareness. There is no difference from our body and the environment, right? We are just being that awareness or the observer. So why we should do this, right? So he asks, moves you from thinking to feeling, right? We always think, I don't know, different parts of the body or anything, we just think about a body. But now you should start feeling and sensing how it feels, each and every part. What do you feel? Is it hot or cold or what sensation you get? Just feel about it. When you do this, you are moving from high beta to alpha delta. What are the relaxation benefits, beneficiary brainwave states? We are moving to those states. Of course, when we do meditation also it does. But if you practice this before, it helps you to calm down immediately. Even the heart elevation process we learned, that also helps you to calm down. It brings coherence of your heart and mind, right? So these are all tools that can help you, in your meditation. Those who feel, right, I'm getting too much thoughts, I'm not able to sit, or I'm not able to focus. So if you practice any of these tools, you can easily go into the meditative state. It reduces the stress and survival mode thinking. Right? We are always worried about a survival, what will happen. So it will move you beyond that, expand the awareness and creativity, and encourages organized balance brain activity. When you are focusing on everything, your brain, you're activating your brain, right? Otherwise, you're just focusing on one thing. When you give different tasks to your brain, it works balanced. It becomes uniform, aligned with each and everything. And it's also opened the door to the deeper meditation. So some of the reflection point from this chapter 10 is there any gap between how I appear and who I really am? Right? When you observe, we also learned in this previous chapter, the gap, right? The actual who we are and what we project ourselves, right? So is there any difference when you observe your body parts, when you observe yourself? Do I believe there is a greater intelligence that's supporting me? Right? When we go move our awareness to a space and environment, do you believe there is something more beyond this body, environment, and time? There is a super intelligence, there is a quantum energy field. Are you able to feel it or sense it? So with this, we'll move into the chapter 11, prune away the habit of being yourself. So in this chapter, he talks about the 3 steps. The first step we learned in the chapter 10, that is induction. So here he talks about the next 3 steps, so we'll understand more. The first one is recognizing, and then accept and declare, and the fourth one is surrender. So we'll understand about the each step. So he wants us to practice each and everything. These are most of the practicals that we can practice. So step 2 is recognizing, identify the problem. So here the author says the first thing to change anything, change any habit, or change any emotion or thought, first we need to identify, right? What is not working for you? You identify, name it, and then observe, when you are going through that, what's happening to you. Once you identify, then you can start working on it, right? Change begins with awareness. Observe thoughts, feelings, and behavior. Whenever you're getting any thought or emotion, right? When you're going through that, how you're feeling, what is your behavior at the time, just observe yourself, how you're reacting or how you're responding. So become the observer of your old self. So whatever you don't want or you have been till now, right? The old self. Observe each and everything. And then wherever you think you need to change, you need to correct it, then start working on it, right? Name the repeating emotion. See if you feel, some emotion, you keep on repeating, the pattern is coming after multiple times, then name it. and then choose one emotion to unmemorize. First is asking to identify and then choose whatever you want to change it or unmemorize it. And then ask yourself. So once you know this, your thoughts and emotion you have identified now what you want to change. Then you ask yourself, who I have been, what do I hide, and what must I change? So if you ask these questions when you are aware, then awareness breaks automatic patterns. So we read in the book The Power of Now also, right? When we are unconscious, we just go with the flow. The moment we become aware, the moment we observe the things, what's happening, then the 90% of the problem is dissolved. You just need your awareness. When you're aware, you won't repeat it. But when you're not aware, when you're unconscious, you repeat those things. So when you be in the present moment, when you observe 90% of your things, you don't repeat it. Only 10% things are there where you need to work on. The next one is emotional awareness, right? The same thing. He asks, feel the emotion in your body and sensation, breath. So when you're feeling that emotion, how you are feeling, what sensation you're getting inside, how your breath is, are you breathing slowly, calmly, or you're breathing very fast? How it's happening? Just observe the pattern in your body, right? Choose some of the basic emotions we have, right? Out of that, you see which one you need to change. Stay in present, don't avoid it. Be true to yourself. Here, nobody is judging, right? You are working on your own self. So be true to yourself. You can say to others, I'm good, I'm happy, I don't have anything. But inside you, right? What you are going through, what emotions you have. Identify the state of mind it creates. So when you're feeling something, then how is your state of mind? What thoughts you're getting related to that emotions? We also read, right? Thinking, feeling loop. From thoughts, we get emotions, and again from emotions, we get thoughts. So that circle keep on going, right? If you feel some emotion, then again we generate thoughts. Okay, some past, the same thing happened. Someone said to me like this. We try to think about it. So emotion, but thought pattern is the personality or habit, right? That defines our personality. From childhood till now, we have gone through so many thoughts, emotions, and situations based on the situation. Then over the time, it became our personality, right? So observe what happens. So awareness loses the old identity. When you are aware, when you observe, then the identity is lost. So observe your thoughts and emotions, right? Whatever you want to work on. And the step 3, right? The first step we learned is induction method. The step 2 is recognizing. And the step 3 is admitting and declare. So now okay, you have recognized what you want to change. Now admit it, acknowledge. See, we get intuition, we get inner feeling, this is not right, you're not doing this. But we need to accept, right? Many times we know many things, but we are not ready to accept. So now you need to accept that. Be honest with yourself and your higher intelligence that is supporting you. Admit who you have been, admit what you hide, and no judgment and no punishment. Here, nobody is judging you, not punishing. It's just you are trying to change yourself. You're becoming a best version of your own self, right? So, write what you want to change. So, you can write, right? Here is asking us to maintain a journal, even in the chapter 9 also we read, right? Whatever you feel throughout the day, any emotions or thoughts, just write it. And then what you want to change also, you can just write it, note it down. And declares, speak your truth, break emotional bonds. So once you acknowledge that and then declare that, yes, I want to change it. I want to become the so and so person. Declare whatever you want. The moment you declare, right, you get that willpower, you get that motivation to change it, right? So admitting and declare, these are the two important steps. And the step 4 is surrendering. See, many times we do practice a lot of things, right? Some things we can easily resolve, we can easily change, but something is not so easy to change. Some of the habits or emotions we cannot change. So we need to surrender. Surrender to the higher intelligence or universe or God, whatever you say, surrender to them. Be grateful to whatever you have been and just surrender and feel that, it is being taken care. So when we know, right, so if we, when we are small, if we do any mistake or if we fall down, we know that our parents will come and they will take care of us. So that's why we do many things, because we know that they are there to take care of us. The same way here also, he's asking you to surrender to the higher intelligence and feel that it is being taken care. So once you surrender, you don't feel, any pressure or heaviness. You don't feel that I'm not able to change. When you believe that something will help you, then you can easily change yourself. So let go of control, ask for the help from the greater mind or higher intelligence. Ego cannot solve ego created problems. If you just stay with your ego and identity, right, you need to surrender to someone. Stop forcing and or analyzing. Surrender with humility. Allow new possibilities. The moment you surrender, then things will automatically start happening. The possibilities will come or situations will come from somewhere. Someone will be there. No, the opportunities will come for you to change. And the side effects of surrendering is joy, relief, freedom, and gratitude. The moment you surrender, you feel joy, right? You feel relief. Okay, something heavy is gone. You'll be free from that burden and you feel freedom and also gratitude. Be grateful. So believe it is already handled, and gratitude signals the completion. So when you express gratitude that I have already changed, I am that new person. We already learned, right, in manifestation also, our thoughts create our reality. So whatever you feel is what you attract or what you create. If you feel that this is all, the change has already been happened, now you are being that new person, then definitely that will slowly that will happen. That reality will come into your life. As we said, our mind doesn't know the difference between we are actually thinking or the situation is actually happening, right? It doesn't know the difference. So whatever we think is what it will attract the same situation, right? So what happens when I shift thinking to sensation and do identify more with my body or with awareness? So just see, how you are feeling. So these are some of the reflection points from this chapter, right? Today we learned the 4 steps, and in the upcoming session, we'll learn some more steps from the next chapters. So friends, I hope this was helpful. So if you have any questions or you want to share anything, you can raise your hand or you can unmute yourself. These are very simple steps, but yeah, very important and useful. Some of you might know, but when we hear, more and more often, then definitely we'll be motivated to do. Many things we know, but we don't implement. But when the right time comes, then definitely we'll go into that. We practice it. Right? The induction. So we normally do that in the meditation, but if you want, you can practice throughout the day. Whenever you feel, you can just sit and, start focusing on from your head to toe, slowly, step by step, each and every organ. You can take 5 minutes time and just focus and see how you feel. And then write down whatever thoughts and emotions you are going through, right? First identify and then accept and declare, right? What you want to change. And the fourth one is surrender. Yes. Yes, friends. Anybody have any questions or no questions?
Yes, thank you, Apurva. So, yes, friends. So, this is really, we all know that the topic of this chapter, but how to apply that is very important thing. So, once we understand the things, so how to implement that into our day-to-day life. So, the induction, we all know that we are practicing that. So, once you before meditation, once you prepare yourself for the meditation, that is very very important. If you are in some stress mode or you're just 9:30 meditation, you have to go and sit and do meditation, not like that. So you have to prepare yourself, so then you will go into the deeper. and identify things, what's, in case something is stopping you, something is bothering, right? Definitely with the meditation, when we do, sometimes meditation is good, sometimes is not good. We continuously get thoughts, so you can, at the same time, like awareness, how I know we are practicing meditation, but we're still getting, we are lose our temper, we get anger, we do judgments a lot of times, so that we identify first ourselves, where I am doing all these things, and note down, and then, slowly work on that. It's not overnight process, but author says identify, what who we are really, what, things we need to correct ourselves. That is very important. And then acceptance, and always surrender. So acceptance is not easy. Most of the timeline we don't accept things, even though if it is, not correct for ourselves, because we see always things from our side, we don't see in other side, right? So once you accept things as is, so it will be easy, we don't feel stressed out. Whatever happens, everything we have to accept, then it will work out. And the surrender, so whatever it is coming in your way, you know day to day life, or things happens sometime good or sometime bad. So once we accept and surrender for everything, we become free. Yep, that's all I have. Thank you. So if anybody have any questions, please
Yeah.
feel free to add, or you can ask questions.
Even in many of the books we read, even I personally practice writing a journal, writing affirmations, daily what I want to be or being grateful. Anything, if you maintain a journal and write what happened throughout the day, it also helps you to understand, right? Every day what you're getting, how you are thinking, or what improvements you are seeing in yourself. The writing is very important. So try to practice this, friends. I know this chapter is very straightforward and simple. So if there are no questions, we'll go into the meditation. So as usual, we do the breath mindfulness meditation. It is observing your normal natural breath. The posture is very simple. You can sit on chair or sofa or on the floor, anywhere. Sit in a comfortable posture. You can take the back support and cross your leg at ankle if you're sitting on chair or sofa. We are clasping our hands, fingers into fingers, and crossing our leg because we are forming the energy circuit. So when we receive the energy during the meditation, we are forming the circuit. That is, it's circulating within us. And at the end, we ask you to place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then slowly open your eyes. So whatever energy you have absorbed in your hands, you're taking it back to your eyes and then slowly open your eyes. So we get thoughts in meditation. That's quite natural and common. Whenever you realize you're in thoughts, just bring your attention back to the breath. Okay, so friends, let's do this meditation. Dear friends, sit comfortably, close your eyes, clasp your hands, fingers into fingers. Just relax, scan your body from head to toe. Just go through your body from head to toe. Observe each organ's sensations. Just relax. And now observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath. Don't forcefully inhale or exhale. Just observe the breath. As you observe the breath, our mind becomes empty. Just be with your breath, dear friends. Let thoughts come and go. Don't get attached to it. Don't get carried by your thoughts. Whenever you realize you're in thoughts, bring your attention back to the breath. This time we are spending for our own self. We are all into the group meditation. Go deeper and deeper into yourself. Come back to your body, dear friends. Recollect your experiences. What did you feel? At this point, let's express gratitude. Gratitude to our parents, teachers, mentors. Gratitude to our family members, friends, and the people in our community and society, everyone you know. Gratitude to the nature, plants, trees, animals, the fire, the air, all the five elements, water. And also let's express gratitude to the technology and all the devices we are using, through which we are all connected. Whenever you are ready, place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then slowly open your eyes. Welcome back, friends. Hope you all had a good meditation today. So thank you for joining. So we'll end this session here and we'll meet you all tomorrow at the same time, 9 p.m. Central Time and 8:30 a.m. India. Thank you, friends. But if anyone has any questions or want to share, you can stay back. But otherwise, yeah, connect. Thank you.